Good morning and welcome back to the vlog. I'm just sending out a bunch of little sticker packs to Patreon supporters. So thank you so much to all of our amazing supporters on Patreon. You're helping us keep this dream alive, keeping the Thought for Food mission going. But welcome to Fiber February. It's officially February and it's officially Fiber February, hashtag Fiber February. It's something that Aaron and I have been wanting to do for a long time. Basically, just trying to spread awareness about the importance of fiber and gut health, and of course epic dumps on our own health as well as planetary health. So I just wanted to introduce that today, talk a little bit more about what we're trying to accomplish, what we're going to be doing, what you can expect, and how you can get involved, because I think it's going to be awesome and it already is off to a great start. But plenty more to come, plenty more of exciting things to be featured this month. And again, we just feel like it's such an important topic that's not talked about enough. And we want to sort of normalize that taboo of having epic dumps and of being aware and being stoked about the power of fiber.
All right, going out for a quick morning ride before work. Just cruising up Old Stage Road here in Boulder. But I want to focus today's vlog on kind of the basics, the foundations of fiber, its importance, where to get it, and just kind of outline what you really need to know if you're brand new to this nutrient. Alright, so for the uninitiated, fiber is a type of complex carbohydrate that is only found in plant foods and is actually indigestible by humans, but is absolutely essential for our health. And so there are two main types of fiber, soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. So soluble fiber is kind of acts as like a gelling agent, and it's found in things like beta glucans, like mushrooms, oats, fruits, and some beans and stuff like that. And soluble fiber helps to kind of balance blood sugar and cholesterol. And then insoluble fiber is found in things like whole grains, beans, nuts and seeds, stuff like that. And that helps to, of course, bulk up poop and prevent constipation, help with, you know, kind of a whole slew of things. And it's not super important to know the big difference between those, because if you're eating a plant-based diet, then you're going to be getting plenty of different sources of both soluble and insoluble fiber. But it's just important to know that like 97% of Americans don't reach the minimum recommended intake of about 25 grams of fiber for women and like 35 grams for men. Most Americans hit like 15 grams, which is why we have such rampant digestive disorders and constipation and stuff like that, because it's just, we aren't eating enough. And of course, the reason why we're not eating enough fiber is because we're not eating enough plants. Most Americans just don't reach the minimum recommended intake for fruits and vegetables and other, you know, whole grains, beans, which are, of course, if you watch Thought for Food, listen to the podcast, you know that stuff's super important.
And so one of the most fascinating things about fiber, besides creating the most epic of the dumps, is actually that since we can't digest them, fiber is actually the grade A rocket fuel for the microbes, the beneficial bacteria that live in our gut, also known as the microbiome. And so, yeah, we can't digest them, but the fiber that we eat actually fuels the gut bacteria, and kind of they create all sorts of cool compounds and stuff that helps to modulate our immune system, helps promote reduce inflammation, prevent disease, all sorts of amazing things. And the kind of microbiome is really implicated in so many different areas. It's almost like the second brain of our body. The number of bacterial cells in our body outnumber human cells like 10 to 1. And so it's a pretty big deal. It's like this forgotten organ. And so we have to feed them well. We scratch their back, they scratch ours. So in order to keep them healthy, we have to feed them fiber, also known as prebiotics, because they feed the microbes, obviously. So that's just a couple of cool things about fiber, and definitely tons more information coming on fiber in Fiber February campaign. Definitely stay tuned to the podcast where we'll go way more in depth on this stuff. We're going to do a couple of cool interviews coming up, and as well as kind of culminating with a What's the Deal with Fiber episode. So go subscribe to the podcast if you're not already. But yeah, I just got back from my ride. It was like an hour and a half. Pretty solid, beautiful day today. But I'm just going to get to work. I have a lot of work to do, and I'm going to eat some food. So I want to show you also some of the meals I'm going to eat today, which are obviously going to be rich in fiber because they're going to be rich in plants. So yeah, we got quinoa, beans, corn, spinach, avocado, nutritional yeast, and miso mayo and sriracha, and yeah, pretty awesome little post-ride meal. And so as I'm sure many of you are probably aware, again, you can only find fiber in plant foods, but if you eat a super varied, kind of but if you eat a super varied and healthy whole food based plant-based diet, you're going to be fine with fiber. You're going to be hitting the numbers that you probably should be, at least the minimum recommended intake, although probably getting up towards that 50, 60, 70 and above grams per day of fiber is going to give you so many more benefits than just meeting the minimum recommended intake. So that's why Aaron and I push it so hard, is because people are still kind of getting used to the whole vegan, or fully plant-based diet, but no one can argue that eating more fruits and vegetables or plant foods is good for you. And no one can argue that eating fiber is bad for you. And by eating fiber, you're eating plants. So let's just all make an effort to eat more plants this month and more fiber, and get other people, get friends and family that maybe do need to eat more fiber on the fiber train, the Epic Dumps train, because we need it. Our country is desperate for more fiber and better health. Okay. Cheers. Big green smoothie. Big benefit of smoothies over juices. Smoothies still contain the fiber, so you still get all the benefits of fiber, whereas juices, you take the fiber out. So that's why I'm a big proponent of smoothies over juices. But quickly, I just wanted to say that it's actually the following day since the last video. I just got back from a quick ride, because I just want to be fully transparent and say that I almost didn't put up this video. I almost just completely deleted it. I've just been having a pretty rough last few days just in terms of my mental health, and just struggling with a few things, and I just was not feeling like putting this video up or doing anything. And so I just wanted to let you guys know that, and let you know that sometimes, I struggle. Sometimes we all struggle, and it's just important to remember that and find ways to manage that stuff. And I've been working on doing that, and I have some kind of strategies that I've been using, and that I have some things coming up that I'm going to be working on. But it's also very interesting because as much as especially yesterday when I was filming this video, started off great, had an awesome morning with that ride, and then it just kind of went downhill from there. But at the end of the day, I received some amazing news, and it just kind of completely turned my day around. So just know that in an instant, your mind can be changed, and you can have a complete switch and change of perspective. So it's always important to try and focus as hard as you can on gratitude and on moving forward. And I'm very excited to share with you some amazing, really cool news that I'm sure you guys will be super stoked about, and I will be letting you guys know that as soon as I can. So just want to end this video by saying that, again, this whole Fiber February thing is super exciting, and it's a super awesome way, I think, to hopefully get more and more people interested in eating plants. You know, we were talking to Pamela Ferguson, who's a RD, PhD last night for the podcast, and we were just talking about how getting people to eat more fiber is such a great entry point into getting people to eat more plants. Because again, if we are reaching our fiber, our optimal fiber intake, then that means that we're eating our optimal amount of plant foods. And so if we can get people excited and stoked about fiber, we can get people excited and stoked about eating more plants. And so I think doing it through this whole epic dumps thing and fiber, gut health, poop, stuff like that, I think it just makes it a little bit more unique and different and exciting for people. So get involved, get excited. We have epic dump shirts coming, we have stickers, and I just think it's a really cool way to get your friends and family to start eating more plants. So definitely start talking to them about fiber, the importance, and please let me know in the comments below if you have any specific questions about fiber, about gut health, microbiome, and I will do my best to answer them. So just a kale, banana, blueberry, turmeric smoothie. Yeah, I appreciate you guys so much, and I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to the podcast. We're doing our best, and yeah, it's not always glitters and gold unicorns. So we have to just do the best we can, and it's going to be always ups and downs if we're trying to change the world, trying to do something different. So we have to keep that in mind, and I'm sure you guys can relate. So thanks again, and I will see you next time.